Welcome to episode 7 of Debating the Greatest Villain in History. I'm Brady, he's Micah, better known as Ball.
And knowledge. So today we need some preface. We're titling this action movies. Action's a loose term. All of these movies have action, but we are not taking like the most popular action films of all time because we haven't seen a lot of those.
I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta remember, we make up the rules. There are no rules to this.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna do the movies that we want to do and the villains that we want to talk about. So, this is just, it is kind of like our actions bracket list, but we're just gonna do the stuff we want to do. So, you made this one, you're hosting this one.
Yeah.
And we can talk about the comment lifeline later. A lot of people that have made it to this is episode 7 now. If you've made it to episode 7, you probably know about the comment lifeline.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that later. Let's just get into our round of 32.
All right. Our first matchup is Raul Silva. I've never known how to pronounce. Is it Raul? Rail? Sorry. Silva is what I call him. Silva from Skyfall, James Bond, against Ava Page from the Maze Runner series.
At the end of the day, we typically like to go down a different list of factors as to what makes them a good villain.
Yep.
We go based off iconicness, based off performance from the actor. We talk about character development, like how much we care about them as a villain. I think this is a clean sweep.
It is.
Maybe except for iconicness, because the Maze Runner series is huge.
It's huge, but it's Javier Bardem. As an actor,
it's Javier Bardem.
He beats the entire franchise.
I think this is a clean sweep to Silva.
It is.
I agree.
A lot of people think that he was somewhat weak in that movie, which if you're comparing it to No Country for Old Men, probably. Regardless, he was still very good, and he's a phenomenal actor.
Exactly.
The character was well done. He was unsettling to watch in a lot of scenes. He had interesting motives. He had connections to the good guys, history with them that made it interesting. So overall, he was a really well done villain. So,
great villain.
All right, then we'll move on to our second matchup. We've got Walker / John Lark from Mission Impossible Fallout against Megatron from Transformers.
This stinks.
This is really bad.
This stinks because performance absolutely goes Cavill.
100%.
This is, in my opinion, Henry Cavill's best performance of his entire career.
We have not seen The Witcher, nor will we, but yes.
No. But I think this is Henry Cavill's best performance of his entire life. Performance is so good. I think literally everything else is Megatron.
I know. I was going to say Megatron is way more iconic. He's like
way more iconic. We have way more reasons to care about him. I mean, Lark had kind of decent depth. We definitely care about him. It's a good performance, but it's Megatron, dude.
It was a good twist too. The Lark stuff was an interesting
Lark,
twist. But dude,
this stinks.
It really stinks.
I love Lark.
But it is Megatron.
It is Megatron.
I don't think we can go. Yeah, Megatron might be a 1 seed. So it hurts to lose Lark, but all right. Our third matchup, we've got Viggo Tarasov from John Wick, the first movie, against Koba from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the scarred ape. Honestly, Viggo Tarasov from John Wick, probably the worst villain in the entire series. He's a bum villain. What do you call it? He's a bummer villain or
loser villain.
Loser villain. Yeah, that's really what loser he villain. Is. Like nothing super interesting with him. He doesn't really get his hands dirty. He's kind of just a bum. He's
definitely the villain.
He doesn't do anything, right? And then we have Koba. Yes, it's an ape. Koba's got backstory, right? He was experimented on by these humans, mistreated all the time. Then he was given the thing to make him intelligent. And so now he's going against Caesar. He's leading the other apes. They're starting to follow him. Like, he comes up with this elaborate plan to try and kill Caesar and cover it up and blame the humans and make, like, he was actually a really interesting villain for being a monkey. I like the way it ended. I like the dynamics between him and Caesar, and yeah, I think Koba's actually a pretty good villain.
I agree, and I think up against one of the worst John Wick villains, I think that's completely fair.
Yeah, which John Wick has some good villains, but he's not one of them. So, all
Yeah.
right. Moving on to fourth matchup, we've got Le Chiffre from Casino Royale, one of the most iconic villains recently, against Lockdown from Transformers: Age of Extinction. Lockdown's sick. He's really
He
cool.
is sick.
He's an aura farmer.
I haven't seen Casino Royale. I've seen 50 clips of this guy's performance.
Le Chiffre, yeah.
So I know how good he is. Because I haven't seen it, I'll probably defer to you here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, iconicness alone goes to Le Chiffre, but he's also a really interesting villain. It's been a bit since I've watched Casino Royale, but if I'm recalling correctly, we don't get a lot of interesting backstory. There's not a lot of reason to care about him. There's definitely none for he sweeps Lockdown. He definitely sweeps Lockdown here. The only thing that could take him further is iconicness for sure.
Yeah,
he's not as dynamic or interesting as a lot of other villains, but he's good. So it definitely goes to
iconic.
Him
and he's got a good performance. So
it's Mads Mikkelsen, yeah.
Right. We might not go much further in the first round, but he moves on.
Absolutely. All right. Our next matchup, I don't think this is close. We've got Khan from Star Trek Into Darkness, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, against Kato, the kid from the Hunger Games.
Kato's fine. I like Kato because Kato's a punk villain.
Yep.
And I typically like the punk villains. I can't think of a single punk villain who has backstory.
Yeah.
Like, the best punk villain of all time is probably Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Like, if I just think about it. But even Sid, we know literally nothing about his character. We care literally nothing about his character.
Yep.
And that's pretty typical for punk villains. Kato's good.
And Khan is definitely historically one of the most iconic villains of all time. Not necessarily Benedict Cumberbatch's one, but from the original Star Trek in the 60s. So Khan overall is already more iconic. I think Cumberbatch did him justice. I've found that a lot of people it's pretty 50-50. People hate that it was Cumberbatch. Other people think he did really well. I fall into thinking he did. I mean, he's a great actor. And we have reason to care. We have reason to care about Khan. We get his backstory. We understand his motives. He's extremely intelligent. He's extremely interesting. The iconicness of Spock finding Captain Kirk, and Kirk, he thinks Kirk is dead, and the yell, the Khan, super iconic yell. Even like Minecraft. On the Minecraft loading screen, you've got they have random quotes that they put up. One of them is Khan, the yelling. Like, super iconic villain, and I think he did justice. So I think this is an easy sweep here.
Agreed. I agreed.
All right, and then we'll move on to our next, where we've got Solomon Lane from Mission Impossible against Omega from Edge of Tomorrow. So that hive mind brain at the very end.
Care.
This is not.
I don't care at all. Solomon Lane is so good.
He is really good.
In my list of 10 out of 10 movies, I have
Fallout. 100%.
6 movies, maybe ever.
Yeah.
6. Fallout is one of them, and Solomon Lane absolutely contributes to that 10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Solomon Lane could go to the Final Four. I could fully see that.
100%. And especially, I mean, he definitely had a bigger role in Rogue Nation, obviously, but it's the fact that he's got the 2 movies that makes him, he definitely beats Omega.
And great performance.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that guy is.
Sean Harris.
But great performance.
He's a great actor. Absolutely. All right. Our 7th matchup, we've got Kane from John Wick Chapter 4 against Crawl from Star Trek Beyond, played by Idris Elba. So here's where we got to talk about Kane, right?
He's not necessarily a good villain because the only reason he's a villain is because his daughter is being threatened.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Other than that, he and John are buddies. And like we see that later on in the movie on the scene of them fighting up the staircase.
Yep.
Which
sitting in the church together.
Holy sequence.
Yeah.
holy sequence. That movie's peak.
That's one of my 10 out of 10s. Hot take, John Wick Chapter 4 is one of my 10 out of 10s. I think that movie's incredible. It's the characters. It's the characters.
It's definitely a 9.5. Oh, you might be right. Dude, I'll have to rewatch that. That might get added to my 10
I
rewatched
out of 10
it
list.
That movie's so good.
A week ago, and oh man, yeah.
No, that movie is so good. Crawl.
So Crawl's interesting. We get some backstory. Idris Elba's a phenomenal actor, of course.
Oh yeah.
Star Trek Beyond, definitely the weakest Star Trek movie, at least of the newer reboot. Which right. I guess it's not a reboot because it technically connects to whatever you want it. Anyways, it's the weaker movie, and he might be stronger than Nero from the first Star Trek movie, but not much stronger. I don't think. It really boils down to, are we going to consider Kane to be a true villain? This is what it boils down to.
Which,
to be fair,
I would err on the side of no.
Right, but the movie starts, he gets hired to do this job. He kills John Wick's friend, the owner of the hotel in Japan, wherever, I can't remember the exact name of where it's from, that Continental. He kills the owner, who is also his friend. Right?
Dude, that movie's so good.
It is. So, but Kane, I mean, he does spend the whole movie opposing John Wick, even to the end where he has to duel him and he's shooting him. He's the one who kills John Wick. So I think to some extent we might have to consider him a villain, even if he doesn't want to be. Maybe that's part of what makes him a good villain.
Maybe that's part of what makes him a good villain. I don't hate that take. I'm fine to go Kane, even though he's like horribly a villain.
Yeah, if we consider him a villain, he's definitely better than Crawl. So
I agree.
I'm okay to go Kane.
Let's do it.
All right, so then we'll move on to 8. This is a hard matchup to me. We have the Colonel from War for the Planet of the Apes, Woody Harrelson, great character, against the Entity from Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, and Final Reckoning. This is actually pretty tough. The Entity is so cool.
The Entity is awesome, dude. But it's like, this is so tough because it's like thinking back to the one where we had Blue Sky Studios, and we both really liked what's the
from Wall-E?
Rudy.
Or no.
We really liked Rudy.
Oh yeah.
Because Rudy's awesome. He auriforms the dinosaur.
Yeah.
But he's just like, he's not a character.
Yeah.
Same with the Entity. It's awesome. Not really a character.
Gabriel's more of the one.
Right.
And then we have the Colonel, which War for the Planet of the Apes is probably still in my top 10 movies of all time. That is surprisingly such a phenomenal movie, and I don't know, they sound stupid. I remember trying to get you to watch them, and your mom wouldn't let you when we were younger because they sounded stupid or whatever. But
that was literally the reason I wasn't allowed to watch them, is because it just sounds stupid.
Yep. But War for the Planet of the Apes, the emotional impact of that movie, and especially with the Colonel, I mean, we get motive, we get backstory, we've got this sickness that evolved from the same drug that made the apes smart is killing humans. It's reverting, as the Colonel talks about, reverting them back to being primal. They lose their ability to speak and all that sort of stuff, and so they're trying to get rid of that, and he has to kill his own son because he has that sickness, and he feels like what he's doing is what's best for humanity. But there's another army who disagrees, who's coming to fight him. So he's using these the apes to build the wall, and so then especially the conversations he has with Caesar are super interesting. He treats Caesar essentially like a human in having the conversation, and he actually respects him as a leader, even though he killed Caesar's wife and one of his sons. His story arc is very complete. I think he is a really, really interesting villain.
Is he only in that movie?
Yes.
I haven't seen it. Okay, he's only in that movie, and it sounds like his entire character is completed within that movie.
Yes.
That's interesting, and it's impossible to do well.
Yeah, no, they did it well. It's a phenomenal movie. He is a really, really good villain.
Think on the hand where he's an actual character.
Yeah.
I can like the entity as much as I want. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have to come to grips with it's not a character.
True.
So
yeah, we don't have reason to care for
I'm fine
it.
to go the Colonel
We don't have we have a little bit of backstory, but yeah. All right, so we'll go the Colonel. Okay, our next one, maybe a little tough. We got Santino D'Antonio from John Wick Chapter 2 against President Snow from The Hunger Games. Oh.
Rats.
D'Antonio's kind of a bum villain though, to an extent, right? Like he's kind of bratty, you know.
He's kind of bratty, but he's elevated over like the loser villains because that brattiness and loserness like takes him to the edge of like insanity.
Yeah.
So it's a spin on a loser villain. He's not a true loser villain.
Yeah, but
I really like his character. President Snow is so peak though.
Yeah.
He's so much better in the books than the movies, unfortunately. That's one of the very few things that got done dirty by the movies.
Really?
The movies that's one of the best adaptations, in my opinion.
At least the first two.
At least the first two.
I know
yeah.
people complain.
Last one, Call Me Crazy, Part 1 and 2. I don't hate them. But
I'm glad I didn't read the books because I really enjoy the movies overall. Like that's where I'm at. It didn't ruin them.
I love the books, love the movies.
Yeah.
So
Lord of the Rings.
It's a relatively faithful adaptation. Actually, Lord of the Rings is probably the most, but regardless. Snow did get done dirty by the movies. He's not great. We don't have much of his character development at all in the movies.
Yeah. Well, we will now, right?
That's true.
But we don't yet.
But that movie hasn't come out yet, so...
Exactly. But D'Antonio, I mean, he doesn't even go after Wick himself for most of the movie, right? He just sends goons to do it for the whole movie and John Wick's hunting him the whole movie, right? Until they meet in the Continental at the end. He's like, oh, you can't kill me, we're in here. And John Wick does not care. So, I mean, pretty iconic ending. Really sets up the next two movies, of course. He's still kind of a bummer villain, and Snow is really iconic.
That's crazy. I thought this was going to be a matchup of two heaters. In thinking about it, I low-key think it's a matchup of...
two mids.
Mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think either of these stand out. And usually what happens is when we're in the situation where no one is screaming our name, we're not standing out, we typically pander to iconicness.
Absolutely we do.
In which case...
Snow.
Heavily Snow.
100%
So I'm fine to go Snow here.
I am too. All right. This one's kind of interesting. We've got Sentinel Prime from Transformers Dark of the Moon against Blofeld from the James Bond movies, played by Christoph Waltz. I mean, he is one of the most iconic actors for playing villains. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people also don't like Blofeld as much, but I think he did really well. Inspector.
I'm one of those people where I don't think he's anything special. I don't think he has anything on the No Time to Die guy.
That's
the
fair.
No Time to Die guy is unbelievable.
Lucifer Soften.
Yeah. Sentinel Prime, you said?
Yeah, Sentinel Prime. I mean, the hard thing is you have... Or wait, actually... I remember now, I changed this. Originally, I had Sentinel Prime from Transformers Dark of the Moon, and I forgot to change it in here. I wanted to change it to Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1, the animated movie, because he is much better in the animated movie.
That was like last year?
2024.
Or 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That movie is phenomenal.
That changes it.
Yeah.
That movie's incredible.
And Sentinel Prime in that movie is actually... He's a twist villain. He's the leader of everyone. Everyone thinks he's great. Everyone thinks he's actually a Prime. And then it finds out he's the one who betrayed all the Primes. He's not actually a Prime. He just took one of their one of their cores, and he is deceiving everyone about everything. Sentinel Prime from
That
Transformers
movie is
1.
peak.
Yeah,
No, that is one of the most underrated movies
100%.
of that year. Nobody watched it, but it was so good.
And the cast was insane. I don't know.
I know. I genuinely have no idea why that movie wasn't crazy.
I own
mean,
it.
I guess just because of the year.
I own it on disc, 4K. That movie, I had to buy it. It's so good. Like,
this was a battle of mid until it was changed to the 2024 Transformers 1, in which case I think it absolutely goes Sentinel Prime.
100%. So, all right. Moving on. This one's not close. We've got Andre Sator from Tenet, played by Kenneth Branagh, against Proximus Caesar from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Kingdom was a disappointing movie.
It was. And Sator
is phenomenal as a villain.
You and I are some of the highest people on Tenet on the internet.
100%.
A lot of people put that at like bottom 3 Nolan movies.
It's in our top 5.
It is in both of our top 5s for Nolan movies. Goodness gracious, that movie is so good.
It's so
that movie's
good.
Brilliant. Sator is brilliant.
Sator's brilliant. And
I don't think this is a competition.
No, Proximus Caesar's lame, especially compared to other Planet of the Apes villains. Proximus Caesar was lame. That movie was mid.
Yeah, completely lame.
Sator is phenomenal. Moving on to our 12th matchup, we've got Gabriel from Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Final Reckoning, against Lucifer Safin from No Time to Die. Oh, this is a heartbreaker.
Golly gee willikers. Oh my days.
Dude, this is actually tough. I mean, Gabriel's really interesting. We do get a little bit of backstory. We get a little bit of Lucifer as well when he kills I know her actress, the actress's name. I don't remember the character's name, but Lea Seydoux' parents in the beginning of No Time to Die, right? The ice scene when she's a child, right? So we get a little bit of backstory there. Gabriel, we at least hear about his history with Ethan Hunt.
That's true. Okay, so if we go through this one at a time, I have a feeling this is literally impossible to decide, and we're going to have to coin flip.
Yep.
Because if we go off performance, you can't give it to one over the other.
Nope.
Both are incredible. Iconicness.
That's also
how do you decide?
Hard. Yeah.
How do you decide? I have no idea.
Here, let's actually, this would be really interesting to look at. Let's compare box office.
Okay, yeah. That's a good idea.
How many people actually went and saw these in theaters?
Well, I'm guessing they're probably really similar.
774 for No Time to Die. Mission Impossible Dead
Reckoning.
Reckoning.
That's way higher than I thought.
Dead Reckoning box office. And this is, I'm just looking at the first one. So the first one was 571, so it's less, but what was the Final Reckoning? Because he was in both. He was better in Dead Reckoning because it's a better movie.
Dead Reckoning was such a good movie.
Worldwide total of 600 million. He does have 2 movies, is probably the only edge to his iconicness. It's a slight edge, but I think there's an edge.
Oh, because I'm not comfy with
Lucifer Safin is not the most iconic Bond villain. Not even close.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'd give iconic.
He's so good though.
Slightly. I'm not. This is not the deciding factor between the two.
Yeah. In performance, see, I want to call Gabriel's performance dry, but it's so fitting for the character.
Exactly.
Like, it's so perfect for the character. And then if we go based off depth, actually, I think Gabriel has a slight edge there too.
Definitely has a slight edge in depth. So we kind of need to think about how much do we care about them. I think they're about the same. I mean, we
about the same.
We got to think of motives. Gabriel's motives are interesting.
They're interesting from a filmmaking perspective. From an audience perspective, you're just a sellout. Like, you're a complete and total coward.
He's really
loser.
just getting used the whole time.
Exactly. He's just a sellout. But from a filmmaking perspective, that's interesting.
Yeah. And Safin, I mean, he He's got his island. He's making all the poison plants. The
Whatever it
DNA
is.
thing is really interesting, and the micro whatever, and the fact that Bond can't go see his chick and his child because it would kill them. That is really, really interesting.
That's awesome.
Honestly,
that's awesome.
That alone might give him the edge because that is such an evil and creative thing to do.
So we also sometimes fall back on who's better at actually being a bad guy.
Yeah.
In this case, it's Lucifer, not even close.
Lucifer Soften, yeah.
Not even close.
Yes.
Because, again, Gabriel is a complete and total coward and sellout.
Which, I mean, to be fair, he does do some fighting on his own, right? He kills...
He does.
He kills...
he kills... what's-her-face?
Ilsa Faust. Ilsa Faust. I just watched this movie
Faust.
a week ago.
What's her actress's name?
Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson. She's great.
She is great.
I think we're even on everything except iconicness goes Gabriel, and actually how good you are at being a bad guy goes Lucifer.
Yep.
So,
I think I'm going for Lucifer. Like that. I think that's where I'm leaning. As good as Gabriel is.
I agree. It's tough. It's really, really tough.
It is.
I agree with you, though.
All right. Then we can move to our 13th matchup. We've got the Adjudicator from John Wick Chapter 3 against Nero from Star Trek 2009. Okay, I'm
fine with this being a wipe, if you are.
It does need to go Nero. Adjudicator's just so...
The Adjudicator's awful.
She is. And I mean, like, the idea of an Adjudicator
villain.
Is interesting. But she doesn't do anything. She just makes phone calls the whole movie, right? So, Nero... Nero's
the one
really
guy
good.
with the birds. Her scene with the bird guy is really, really good.
Yes.
That's a great scene. That one scene does not redeem her at all. She's a bad villain.
Yeah.
I'm 100% fine to go Nero.
And
Nero's so much more iconic.
I take back what I say about Krull being potentially better than Nero. He's not. Nero is phenomenal.
Nero.
Okay. This one's kind of interesting. We've got Owen Davian, might be Davian. It's been a bit since I've seen Mission Impossible 3, against President Ulma Coin. Davian might be the most iconic Mission Impossible villain. I mean, he might get beat by Lane, but...
Great twist villain.
Mm-hmm. He's really good. And the actor...
Unbelievable twist villain.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, phenomenal actor. Julianne Moore is also a really good actor. Coin... I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on Coin. You're the Hunger Games guy for sure.
Coin is fine. She's fine. I think she was done well, given the books.
Yeah.
It's not a similar situation to Snow, but I think that's just because there isn't the same that there is with Snow.
Yeah.
So like with Snow from the books, the expectations were so high. With Coin, the expectations aren't really that high.
True.
She was fine. Being not even the best villain of her franchise, being not even a top 3 villain of her franchise.
True. I mean,
whereas
for me,
What's-His-Face is probably a top 3.
Exactly. But for me, one of the coolest scenes in the Hunger Games movies, because I hadn't read the books, was when Katniss chooses to kill Coin instead of Snow. Like, that twist, to me, is super iconic.
Oh, yeah.
But that's more of a nod to Katniss than it is to Coin, you know?
100%. Yeah. No, I think a lot of Coin's character... Oh, this is so tough, because she's good.
She's good. Owen Davian.
I think... I know. I think at the end of the day, when I have to try and convince myself for it not to be... What's-His-Face? Owen Davian. When I have to convince myself for it not to be him, that means it probably is him.
Yeah.
And I just can't even get to the point with Coin, so I'm just going to have to say Owen Davian.
Yeah, and I think that's a good choice. All right.
He's so good. Love the twist villains.
Absolutely. We are on to our 15th matchup. The Fallen from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen against Jansen from the Maze Runner series, which he's also a bit of a twist, right? Because
he's good.
Right?
I didn't read the books,
I
don't know. I don't know if how good his adaptation. I hear that people really like the Maze Runner adaptation.
Yeah, they're fun movies. They're really fun movies.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
they're like you watch them once, never think about them again until 15 years, and you're like, oh, maybe one day I should rewatch them, but then never do. That's like
That's
that's the
actually
Maze
where
Runner.
I've been at. I've been thinking of rewatching them for a while, but I've never actually. Every time I sit
You're
down and
just
watch a
never
movie,
gonna
I don't think of Maze Runner. So
exactly. Um, the Fallen is at least dope.
Fallen's super cool. Yeah.
He's really cool.
Only a prime can kill me. Fallen's pretty cool. Pretty iconic. This is probably the battle of the mid. I mean, realistically.
Definitely.
Fallen.
And since they're pretty similar, we gotta lean on iconicness.
Definitely goes the Fallen. It's Transformers.
Definitely goes the Fallen. Yeah, I'm totally fine with the Fallen going on.
All right. And then our last matchup, not even close, but we've got Dominic Green from Quantum of Solace. I think he's the worst Bond villain. Against the Marquis Vincent de Gramont from John Wick Chapter 4.
I don't even care who the Marquis is against. Send the Marquis straight to the Final Four.
Absolutely.
He is probably the best villain on this list.
Oh,
he's so good.
He is. He is definitely. If I were to write outside of Star Wars and Marvel my top 4 villains of all time, he would be in there. It'd be hard.
No, he'll make a run.
Yeah.
In the final bracket,
He will make
or in the finale bracket.
A long run.
100%.
Okay. Then next we've got Rail. This is our Sweet 16 round. I should clarify. So we've got Silva from Skyfall, Javier Bardem, against Megatron from Transformers.
Yikes.
Silva's good. I think this is a similar situation to Salazar, right? Still played by Bardem, where it's not his best character. It's a good character, but he wasn't going to make it super far.
To me, it's like Salazar against Barbosa, where you're like, Salazar's good, sure, but it's Barbosa.
It's
like
Megatron. Yeah.
It's Megatron, so send Megatron on.
Yeah. All right, well, our second matchup, we've got Koba from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes against Le Chiffre from Casino Royale. I love Koba. It's Le Chiffre.
I agree. I agree. We're running into some just incredible performances and really good, interesting characters.
This is such a heartbreaker for me either way this goes. We've got Khan against Solomon Lane. Oh, no. Because I'm trying to build the biggest case for Khan, but I don't want to lose Lane. Oh, man.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm dying on the hill of Solomon Lane.
I know, and I'm kind of not lying to you. I'm going to die on the hill of Khan.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude. Iconicness definitely goes to Khan. It has
Performance goes Lane. Don't argue with that. Do not argue with that.
From a subjective standpoint, I would argue, but because of the general opinion, the public being split 50-50, and they're not 50-50 on Lane, it will have to go Lane, objectively.
Okay, so Lane performance, Khan iconicness, which feels iffy.
Iconicness?
Because Fallout was
an
$800 million movie.
Yeah, but Khan's been around for 80 years. Not 80, but 60 years. He's been around for
in a
60
relatively
years.
small fantasy franchise.
I don't think you understand how big Star Trek. Star Trek was the first sci-fi TV show movie. It was huge.
But the audience just isn't there for it anymore.
Yes, I will agree. Which is why they haven't made another movie since, even if they've done some really mid shows.
So I'll give you iconicness with an asterisk.
Yep.
You'll give me performance with an asterisk.
We have way more reason to care about Khan. We have way more backstory on Khan than we do Lane. Lane, he worked for MI6.
That's true.
And he went rogue.
That's true. Better at actually being a villain?
This is tough. Khan...
I would say Lane.
I know, but Khan was a master of deception in that movie, where he kills a lot of the Starfleet High Command. He basically lures them into a meeting so he can go in and shoot. He kills Pike, who was the previous captain of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So that was a huge moment emotionally. And then he flees to the Klingon system, so that when they chase after him, if the Klingons find any of Starfleet, they declare war with the Klingons. But he surrenders because his people are stored in those torpedoes, and then he manages to manipulate Kirk into getting him onto, man, I can't remember the name of the big Starfleet admiral. Great villain. He should have been on this list. He would not have made it very far, but anyways, made it onto his ship, smashed his freaking head in, just squeezed it. We don't actually see it. Stomped on his daughter's leg, so that was really, I hated that scene. Anyways, he successfully gets revenge on this guy who abused and used him. And then he basically almost kills Kirk. And I don't know. It's hard. Lane also does really well.
Solomon Lane is so similar in the sense where he's just icky as a villain.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, because the bomb strapped to the chest, with what's his face?
Benji.
Benji, yeah, with Benji. That's an unbelievable sequence. One of the best Benji moments we have in the entire series. And him with the girl in the radio shop.
Yep.
Like,
so
that's
sad.
a very dark scene. And then the twist on that's exactly how he gets captured.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, that coming full circle. And that, so we have a really dark scene with him and the girl in the radio shop, and then we have that coming full circle, plus him giving us one of the best Benji moments in the entire series, which Benji is
he gave us
incredible.
another good Benji moment when he tried to hang him in Fallout. I mean, his fight with her and him in Fallout.
That's right.
I think I am now thinking about it, as much as I love Khan and that performance, Lane with his 2 movies and getting to see more, I think I'm leaning Lane.
So good, man.
It hurts.
I wholeheartedly.
But
I mean, it hurts, sure. But I think also we gotta pay tribute to which is the better movie. Oh my goodness, it's not close.
Yeah, it's not close. Like, Fallout's a 10 out of 10. For me, Star Trek Into Darkness is a 9 out of 10. Maybe even almost a 9.5. But
oh wow, I did not know that.
It is not a 10 out of 10. Yeah,
but still,
yeah. It's not a 10 out of 10.
It's not a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this goes Lane.
Yeah, I agree. And so our 4th matchup.
Yes!
We've got Kane, John Wick Chapter 4, against the Colonel from War for the Planet of the Apes.
Aww.
I mean, the Colonel's good, but since we are considering Kane to be a villain, it's kind of another...
Go on.
We're going to Kane. I think we should go Kane.
Yeah!
Yeah. Again, the Colonel's really good, but Kane is better. And since we are considering him a villain, it just goes to him.
I did not think you were going to agree with me there. I could not be more thrilled. I'm so happy.
No,
yes,
yeah.
Absolutely Kane.
The Colonel's really good, but I have to go Kane. Again, 10 out of 10 movie versus 9 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people would be like, oh, why are you calling all these 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10? That's why I chose these movies, because these are my.
That's why we chose them, because we love the movies. They're like our favorite movie.
All right, our 5th matchup, we've got President Snow against Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1.
Oh, this is a battle of 8 out of 10 villains.
Yeah,
8.5 out of 10 villains.
Yeah.
So it's not like peak against peak by any means. So I'm not going to have any hills to die on.
Yeah.
I might end up deferring to you. Iconicness goes Snow.
But we've got a twist villain in Sentinel Prime. There's
twist villain, so that gives him a bit of a plus.
Right now there is more depth to Sentinel Prime. There will be more depth to Snow when the next movie comes out, but it still goes to Sentinel Prime. We get enough backstory to understand.
Should we account for the books, though?
No, because we are doing movie and show brackets, which even this is just movies. This is action movies specifically. We aren't even doing shows in this bracket. So when we're considering, we're factoring in, I think if you were trying to compare but even if you try and compare how well he did compared to the book, it's like, we're looking at the movie, right? So barring the books, unfortunately, because we're going to do the same when we include Lord of the Rings, but I don't know, dude. I'm really gonna lean Sentinel Prime here. I might defer to you here, actually, because of your love for Hunger Games.
This makes me really, really uncomfy. I think, on the basis that we have 3 movies, and he is the ultimatum of a personal villain. Because Katniss and Snow's relationship is so unique. Even though it wasn't done perfectly in the movies, the concept of their relationship and their dynamic is so cool. And the movies do capture that.
Yeah.
It's hard because Sentinel Prime is a good villain and Transformers 1 is a good movie. And I think that's the best Sentinel Prime has been done, as we established.
Oh, yeah, he was so lame in Dark of the Moon.
I don't think I care. I think I want to go Snow.
I'm okay with that, even on the basis of iconicness. Snow is...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's hard. So, all right. Well, then, next we have Satyr from Tenet, obviously.
Tenet.
Against Lucifer Safin.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, this one's really bad.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We have one movie for both of them. Better at being a villain. Oh, dude. No, that's hard, too.
I don't know.
Iconicness. It's a Nolan movie against a James Bond movie. I think that's also hard to...
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Performance?
Oh, it goes Satyr. Performance goes Satyr. Kenneth Branagh's performance as Satyr was so freaking good.
I don't know, because Lucifer was perfect.
Dude, I don't know.
Perfect casting,
But
perfect execution.
It's just we don't see enough emotional acting from him in that movie. We do for
Which is
Satyr.
fine.
I know.
It's fine for his character's a psychopath.
It's true. That's true. Oh, man. This is the toughest matchup of the day, dude.
Googly moogly.
I'm not giving performance to either one of them over the other. Or iconicness.
No, you can't. Or iconicness, you can't. Or depth, you can't. Oh! No, you can't.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. Okay.
What do we sometimes fall back on? Neither of them were a twist villain.
Nope. We sometimes fall back on the movie overall, which
is a better movie?
Tenet's definitely.
Oh my goodness,
movie.
I don't know.
I think Tenet's
I
definitely.
don't know.
Better, but...
I don't know. No Time to Die is my favorite James Bond movie.
Oh, I think I like Spectre better. Barely.
Oh, Spectre's good.
Spectre is good, but no, it's hard. Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die for me. That trio is really good, but oh man, this is such a tough matchup. And it's like we've already given our spiels for both of them throughout this whole...
We have, so it's literally just a matter of...
We just need to sit and think until we find something that gives one of them the edge.
How can we find something that makes one of them edge the other?
Say that again? Both of the actors are like equally famous. So,
I know.
Like,
I literally don't think either of them has anything on the other. Do you want to call it a coin flip? Whichever movie made more money?
Yeah, sure.
I'm fine with that.
Which actually, I think they'll be similar. I was like, it's going to be Nolan, but it's a James.
I don't know
it's the last
because
James
people
Bond
didn't
movie.
watch Tenet.
I know. Well, people did. They just didn't like it. Okay, No Time to Die box office. 774. That's right. We looked that up earlier. 774. Tenet box office.
Against a Nolan movie? Oh no!
Wait. Worldwide total of 366.
I told you no one went to see Tenet.
Are we?
And people don't like that movie. I think we should just go Lucifer
Safin. Dude, I didn't know it made no money. Okay, yep. Then I guess we'll let that. We needed something. That
We needed something.
double
We
the
were gonna
box
sit
office.
here for an hour.
That's okay. All right, our 7th matchup: Nero against Owen Davian. Star Trek against Mission Impossible 3. Davian's so iconic. I know you're going Davian.
I honestly am kind of on the train of Nero.
You are? Okay, because I totally am.
Yeah.
Nero's connection, his motives are really interesting. His connection to the old franchise, tying it to the new franchise is
awesome.
Really interesting. His performance was phenomenal. He's more interesting than Davian.
I like the twist villain aspect, but Nero is just better.
And he's a really good he destroys an entire planet. He almost wipes out the entire population of Vulcan.
And so much more iconic. I honestly think this was only hard just because of my love for Davian. Yeah. So specifically, so I think we should just go Nero. He's the better villain.
I'm okay. I'm really okay to do that. I think Nero is phenomenal. Okay, last one, clean sweep. We've got the Fallen.
Don't care.
Doesn't matter. It's Marquis. All right.
Marquis. So Marquis. Should we give a little spiel on the Marquis? Because we haven't talked about him at all.
We haven't talked about him at all. I mean,
just for the sake of the sake. Go ahead.
It's Skarsgård. The whole Skarsgård family is extremely talented. He's maybe the most. I think his father might be the only one that would give him a run for his money. I mean, Luthen Rail from Andor.
He's Bill, right?
Bill. Yes. Bill is dude.
Bill is the Marquis.
I do get their names. Yes, he is. I don't know why I get their names mixed up.
Yeah, he's Bill.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Remade him as the Joker.
His father. Oh, dude, yeah. Obviously,
Bill is the only person that could rival Heath Ledger's performance.
Right, well, we've seen him. He's Pennywise from It, right? So we've already seen he's a disturbing, like, clown-ish character, right? So, but anyways, the Marquis, his performance alone just sends him straight up.
Easily the best performance on this list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could argue he's not the most deep character.
He's not.
Sure. I don't care. Neither was Thanos. So screw you.
Yep.
He's
and
Thanos.
I really like a lot of his motives, and there's some really good quotes from him. I remember just in the beginning of it, right? He's talking about, do you believe in rules and you believe in consequences, whatever? And then he's like, and then oh my gosh, dude, Winston, owner of the Continental,
Winston.
yeah, Winston's like, and second chances, and he's like, that's where we disagree. He's like, second chances are the refuge of men who fail. Like, that's kind of interesting to think about. Like, he's got
and then it ends with John Wick going, rules, consequences.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so good. He's so good.
His freaking just, oh my gosh, his hubris being his downfall. That's one of the best like depictions of pride being his downfall. I mean, taking the coute whatever in French to take the gun and finish off John Wick. You idiot. He didn't shoot. Like, it's just his pride, man. And it blinds him.
And it's over and over again. And it's all of the stuff that he was talking about. Rules, consequences, pride. Like, just, oh my gosh.
Yep.
One of the best written characters. The best executed character. So, we've sent him through all of these. There's just a little spiel on him. I don't think this is a hot take. Like, I don't think people would disagree with us at all here.
No.
So,
for some
he's
reason,
going to go straight to the final four. We know that. But
yeah. For some reason, there's a lot of people who didn't love John Wick Chapter 4. A lot of people say Chapter 2 is the best. For me, it literally goes 4, 3, 1, 2. I didn't like 2 that much. But anyways, we could yap about John Wick all day. So, yeah, we'll get started on our Elite
That
8.
sets the Sweet 16.
Yes. This one's kind of interesting. We've got Megatron against the Le Chiffre.
This is one of our longest episodes. You can tell we love these franchises and we love these movies, and we've been yapping about it a lot. Hopefully some people can appreciate that. Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, we got to back up and be like, holy smokes, it's Megatron.
It's freaking
like
Megatron.
there's not a scenario in which Megatron isn't in the final four. So let's just
It's like
get it over with.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Heartbreaker, dude. We've got Solomon Lane against Kane. Which we decided, we pre-decided we are considering Kane a villain, so we can't go back on that now as much as I want to. Kane's still got one movie.
Oh man.
I think when his movie comes out, he won't be a villain in that movie. So, will that really contribute much to his... Kane isn't the best villain even in that movie.
Even in that movie, Solomon Lane has 2 movies. Solomon Lane gives us some of the most iconic moments in the entire franchise. Solomon Lane is so dirty. Kane really isn't. He's better at being a villain. Performances given, honestly, probably goes Lane. Iconicness probably goes Lane. This feels wrong, but I feel like it's Lane.
I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't think it's as close as I want it to be. I think it's Lane. I agree.
It feels like I should be arguing, but I think it's just Lane. Everything goes Lane.
This one, I'm going to leave fully up to you. You're going to decide this, even though it's not actually going to take you that long. We got President Snow against Lucifer Safin.
Iconicness, Snow. Is there anything else that Snow has? Performance is actually close. Snow's actor is phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah, Donald Sutherland, he did a really good job.
Really good. So actually, this might be closer than I was thinking. As soon as you said it, I said Lucifer Safin in my mind.
That's where I've been leaning.
Iconicness goes Snow. Performances are honestly kind of similar.
Better at being a villain is kind of hard.
Oh my gosh, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard.
Wow.
Actually, here's a point I'm going to bring up, okay? This is really close in our minds, even though Snow has several movies and Safin has 1. So the fact that Safin's being brought up to this level...
But how much of it should we... Again, I want to go back to this isn't the best Snow. And we know that Snow is going to get so much more depth with his movie. We know Snow is so much better in the books. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these are your two.
I might say hats off to Safin. You are unbelievable as a villain. Oh no, I can't even say it. I don't want to say it. We can't coin flip go box office because Hunger Games blew it out of the water.
Are you sure? Well, I guess if it's multiple movies, true, yeah. Well, it's 4 movies, as a trilogy. I consider the last 2 as 4. 1, but...
Part 1 and Part 2. Oh, jeez. Man, I hated the ending of the Hunger Games.
Actually, I did too. I really liked the second and third movie. The first
I'm Team Gale all the way, by the way. Screw Katniss. I freaking hate that. She's an awful when we do our protagonist list, she's getting first rounded. I don't care if it's too Squishy from Monsters University. She's getting first rounded.
Don't get me too excited. I'm so excited for protagonists and side characters. I'm so excited, bro.
I don't know if I'm more excited for protagonists or side characters. The side characters one is going to be so much fun, but the protagonist is like, we're going to have Anakin Skywalker against Obi-Wan. So I
against Ahsoka, against Rex.
Oh my god, no, Rex should be in the side characters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Rex might win the whole thing in side characters. We're getting sidetracked.
Anyways, yeah. This is tough. I'll just say Snow for you. I know you don't want to, but he is way more iconic.
Okay, I agree.
Okay. And then our final matchup of the day, doesn't even matter. It's Nero. I love Nero. Sorry, the Marquis wins. The Marquis.
Yeah, this is the same thing where it's like, hats off to Safin, hats off to Nero, great villains. You're just against one of the most iconic fantasy villains of all time and one of the best performances we've seen in the last 20 years.
Yep.
So,
yeah. The best villain from one of the maybe the most famous action movie franchise, right? I don't know if there are action movies
Mission
that are.
Impossible probably beats out
Yeah,
John
I
Wick.
guess you would call those strictly action. True. Yeah, I mean PG-13 is always going to beat R, which is why we don't do a ton of R stuff on here.
True.
Man, yeah. So that
All right,
leaves our final
run us
four.
through.
We've got Megatron because it's freaking Megatron. It's like Vader. It's like how, I mean, not obviously necessarily, but iconicness. Yeah, it's Megatron, right? We've got Solomon Lane. Really happy he made it through. Really happy.
Me too.
We got President Snow. Again, iconicness. I don't think he's actually going to make it that far in the final bracket.
I agree.
But still, I feel okay he made it through. And then we've got the Marquis de Gramont. Just an unbelievable character.
So Solomon Lane is definitely the black sheep here because when people think about action movies or like this style of bracket that we're doing, you can see Megatron, you can see Snow. Ball knowers will see Marquis coming from a mile away.
Yep.
Solomon Lane seems to be our Cinderella story, which is crazy because he's probably better than two of the other final. Like he's probably better than Snow. He's probably better than Megatron. Solomon Lane is
As a character,
not in terms of iconicness.
Yes.
As a character,
yeah,
he's probably better than Megatron. He's
I
only not better than the Marquis.
agree.
So he feels like a Cinderella story, but I think he fully fits in on this list.
Yeah,
I'm really happy he's here.
I am too.
Okay, yeah, run us through the lifeline
Yeah,
for the people that don't know.
We've still got a lifeline, so every single one of these videos, the most liked comment of a character that we either eliminated or maybe even one we just didn't leave out or didn't put into the bracket. But the most liked comment of a character will be sent through to the final bracket.
So yeah, we have never been good at outros. If you like us, you know what to do. You don't need us to tell you.
Yeah.